Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new show, Celebrity Apprentice.
Never done this show before.
Because it was never before.
But we've sure as hell watched it every year.
Wow. I am very excited about this show.
So, this season of The Apprentice is very different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're all C-list celebrities. Mm-hmm. B at most.
At most.
No D's, mostly C's.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to run through the list. Lennox Lewis.
Tiffany
Fallon.
There was no line on the F.
I'm sorry. Tito Ortiz.
Marilu Henner.
Trace Adkins.
Piers Morgan.
Yeah. Gene Simmons.
Jenny Finch.
Stephen Baldwin, fresh from rehab, I'm sure.
Probably. Nely Galan.
Carol Alt. She's one old cougar.
Vincent Pastore.
Nadia Comenici.
And Omarosa.
They were at the New York Mercantile for the first meeting with the Donald.
For the rundown.
Right.
So the Donald's like, alright, this is how it's gonna be. It's gonna be males versus females.
That's right. One beautiful team against one not so beautiful team. Sorry, women.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so Omarosa... God, you cannot let it go for a minute.
Mr. Trump, I want to be the first project manager.
Of course, you have to address him as Mr. Trump. Everybody else is like Donald.
He's like, well, I like you, but I don't know if your team does.
Yeah. So he's like, we'll leave it up to the teams. So they go in the suite or wherever they are. And because I'm sure they're not staying there. They are C-list. This is not surreal life.
I know.
So that Nely person, who I don't really know I don't know who she is, brought hat props.
They were all like these pirate
hooker hats
things, and Omarosa was like,
there was a limited amount of fun allowed.
It was strange. I'm gonna have to go with her on that one.
Yeah, they had to come up with the team name. Mm-hmm. And the women came up with Empresario. I thought it was classy.
I guess.
It added a little class to the whole situation where there was very little.
So.
Okay, and then the men went for the old...
We should go for something mythic or whatever.
Yeah, I think they watched too much Saturday Night Live, the old Bill Murray sketch of Hercules. Send in the Hydra! So, they thought the Hydra had 3 heads, but it actually has 7.
He had a dog, I thought. That's what they thought it was.
Yeah, I don't know what they thought it was.
But it was really that snaky thing, that the heads grow back.
Right. So they like the idea of heads growing back. I think they're a little gay. So
that was Gene Simmons' idea, by the way.
And just for the record, who's got worse hair? Gene Simmons or Donald Trump?
That's really tough.
My vote's on Gene Simmons.
Yeah. So, project managers, Omarosa versus Stephen Baldwin.
And let me tell you, Omarosa was pretty damn rude to Stephen Baldwin. Okay.
So, the task is to sell hot dogs.
And everybody knows what every good salesperson knows.
Location, location, location.
Location is it. So Carol Alt is from New York.
So they're like, Carol Alt, give us
the location.
So she's like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I'm sure she hasn't bought too many hot dogs in her time. Like she knows where to get a good hot dog in New York City. Then Marilu Henner, being the name dropper that she is, started thinking like, if we got some of our celebrity friends to come in and buy some expensive hot dogs, we could do pretty good.
Yeah. Omarosa was like, no.
We're selling hot dogs.
We are using old school business values or whatever.
Right.
And everyone's like, what? So why would you do that? That's
bullshit.
Stupid.
That's what I got to say, Omarosa. Omarosa.
So immediately, Gene Simmons on the other team started calling all his pals.
He didn't even ask. He's like, all right, flip open the razor. I want you to show up tomorrow with a $5,000 check for a hot dog.
Show up. Show me what you think a hot dog is worth.
When Gene Simmons makes the phone call, you show up. Okay, so the ladies started selling. They were selling $5 hot dogs, $10 hot dogs. They got all excited when they sold
like, oh my god, a
20. Wow. Then Bloomberg showed up.
Yeah, Bloomy.
Hello, ladies.
Turtle.
Are any of you single?
No.
No, we just got hot dogs. All right, I'll have one. Here's $1.
Yeah, they didn't say how much he paid.
No, I don't think he paid more than anything.
I don't either. I love Piers. He was like turning people away.
I know.
People were like, all right, $5. He's like, no, that's not enough.
Not enough. Piers is really trying to push those tube steaks.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's catching on. Because the men started selling.
They were not really getting anywhere, but then all of a sudden they were just selling and selling.
And that's not even the big donations.
Right.
I mean, they had people, $50, $100, you know. It was awesome.
So then Bloomberg showed up for
My
them.
favorite New York turtle. And he wouldn't say whose hot dog he liked better.
I think it was the men's.
I think so too.
He was like,
you know what? And Don Jr., for some reason, thought that was hilarious. Marilu gets a little nervous, like,
we're not really bringing any
something's
money
not right in here. I'm getting a bad feeling that it's not enough.
So she starts calling people up.
Right. Smart, smart, smart.
So for 2 bottles of water, she makes $10,000.
I know. It's pretty good. Whoa. And the men, you know, they were getting some decent donations there. Some kid showed up with $10,000.
Yeah, I didn't know who that guy was, but he looked really young.
But then Jenna Jameson, the cheap-ass hoe that she is, shows
$200?
Come on, you made more than that in 1 second in one of your gross movies. So then Jenny Finch, honey, I love you. I'm almost as tall as you. You show up with David Wright.
David Wright.
Could you be any more lukewarm? Hey guys, here's $100.
First of all, David Wright looked like he was like 5.
I know. And you know what? He's not the biggest baseball player in New York City.
Who's a bigger player in New York City?
Excuse
me? I can name like a lot. Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez, everyone on the Yankees.
The New York Yankees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Jenny. It's time for the boardroom.
Yes,
it's put up or shut up.
These are the results.
Omarosa was pretty confident with her 17,000. Yeah, she was, Mr. Trump, I think we did very well.
And then all of a sudden the men were like, guys.
When they heard 17, they knew immediately because they smoked them.
$52,286.
Oh, their wiener shriveled.
Yeah. That was way a lot of difference.
Yes. Hands down, they had better location and better use of their celebrity, which was what this was all about.
Yep.
So the men were asked, who's the weakest member of the girls' team?
Omarosa.
Yes, Omarosa. Excuse me.
Parents,
my name is Omarosa.
You need to say my name right.
Who are you anyway? I don't know who you are.
I forgot what show you're on. And
but
he's
it
like,
sucked.
Excuse me, my show is #1 in the summer or whatever.
And I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of the money raised on the 2 tasks goes to Stephen Baldwin's foundation, which is run by his mom or in honor of his mom for breast cancer. Fabulous.
So Omarosa's first target was Tiffany.
So you're selling your vagine on the pages of the magazine, but you can't sell the wiener on the streets of New York. She was selling just as much as everybody else, Omarosa. She smelled blood in the water. Come on.
It didn't seem like she was not as good as some of the others, but come on.
I thought this whole thing was BS. And I'm sure that's exactly what Donald wanted.
So,
Marilu was good, by the way, and Omarosa admitted
Donald asked Omarosa who was good on the team. She said, Marilu and Nely.
Yeah. Okay, Marilu had a brain in her head. What the hell did Nely do besides support Omarosa? So,
and then kiss her ass later.
Yeah, I know. So then she starts picking on Carol Alt.
She's like,
picked a crummy location. It was no good. And Donald agreed.
Someone said to her, oh, the location was bad. Who picked that? And she's like, yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible.
So, of course, it's time to bring your 2 punching bags into the boardroom.
Everyone else can leave.
Tiffany, Carol. Duh, that was a surprise.
We didn't see that coming.
Omarosa, by the way, were you wearing an old plastic tablecloth fashioned into a dress?
Very scary.
Tiffany was fired.
Yes, she was.
You know why? And I'll tell you exactly why. Tiffany was not fired because she wasn't selling or because she didn't call up Hugh Hefner. She was fired because she was not an over-the-top centerfold. If she had gone there with her boobs hanging out and been all like, Mr.
Donald!
Did anybody know, by a show of hands, did you realize that Donald was like, oh, you're a very understated centerfold. Yeah. Thanks, Donald. Total sexual discrimination going on there. And on the women's team.
He just thought she was too boring.
Yeah. More ratings with Omarosa. Bye, Tiffany. You're not exciting enough. You don't have the fake boobs. You don't have the outrageous, outlandish makeup. Bye. So next week, oh boy, Gene Simmons, I'd hate to be you. You better cover up those kneecaps.
Ivanka.
Oh,
DT is like, you do not insult my daughter.
Nobody insults my daughter.
Even though she looks like a bird.
Oh my God.
Didn't hear from my mouth.
She's going on a trip, but we'll tell you about that at a later date. So, till next week when it's just going to be boring old me.
Possibly a phone call.
Okay. Till then, much love.